Once it crosses a certain point, then nobody can help you, isn't it? Yes? Even your doctors give up at some point or no? Or they… If you eat good food, it can turn into poison in your stomach, it's possible. If you eat the best things, it can turn into poison. You want to eat poison and live well? I can only wish you luck, because there's no other way for such a person, isn't it? You're churning up poison and hoping to live well. Oh, you need a lot of luck. So in some way, everybody has some kind of cancer. Only when it manifests physiologically, it becomes a medical issue. Till then it's your problem. When I say cancerous cells, every one of our bodies has cancerous cells, but they're disorganized, they're all over the place. For some reason, if you create certain situations in the body, they will get organized. So there is a defense mechanism in our system. Are we keeping it well? Are we bombarding it with all kinds of stimulants, intoxicants, everything, and then we're expecting our defense mechanism to work? It won't work like that.
More than 5 million people die because of cancer every year, and another 10 million more are diagnosed with cancer every year. We all know these numbers have only risen in the past few decades. Although technology is at its peak, cancer has managed to stand out. Here is Sadhguru's life-saving advice on preventing cancer by making simple changes. Take a look.
How can you fight an enemy that you cannot see? And cancer is not somebody, you are the cancer. A part of you has turned against yourself. You can't fight it. What should I do? It is just that every human being, largely every human being, always in some way is working against himself or herself. If you created a moment of anger, you're working against yourself, isn't it? Today there's medical proof to show you. When you're angry, your whole chemistry is working against yourself. There's substantial medical proof. It doesn't need medical proof, one should know by experience. But if you're so insensitive, today we'll show you blood results. So if you're miserable, you're working against yourself. So in some way, everybody has some kind of cancer. Only when it manifests physiologically, it becomes a medical issue. Till then it's your problem. Yes? Till then it's just your problem. When it physiologically manifests, it becomes a medical issue. Now that it's physiologically manifested, for variety of reasons, not for one particular reason, there are variety of reasons. The nature of life is such, even if you drink milk, you could get poisoned. But if you're talking about drinking poison and living well, all the best. That's all I can say. Isn't it so? If you eat good food, it can turn into poison in your stomach, it's possible. If you eat the best things, it can turn into poison. You want to eat poison and live well? I can only wish you luck, because there's no other way for such a person, isn't it? You're churning up poison and hoping to live well. Oh, you need a lot of luck. We have to arrange the whole tapestry of stars into a line, straight line for you. All the stars in line for you. Otherwise life will not work for you, it'll get you. If you have gotten an ailment already, you've already taken it that far that you cause damage to the system, it is better that it is assisted in all ways possible. Yes, definitely you must stop your nonsense. But if the system needs medicine, surgery, this one, that one, whatever is needed, it has to be done. Once it crosses a certain point, then nobody can help you, isn't it? Yes? Even your doctors give up at some point or no? Or they… The only people who don't give up on you is insurance. Everybody else gives up on you at some point. The only people who don't want to give up on you is insurance because, you know, once you have an ailment, it becomes a full-time engagement. You won't have any other luxury of sitting and listening to spiritual discourse like this. It'll take away everything. You'll be sitting in a hospital queue. Yes or no? It's not fun. It's not fun. Till you get there, you don't realize how bad it is. I want you, everybody, however healthy you are, once a month, take a tour of a major hospital in your town. You must. Really, you must go and see. Not for some perverse pleasure, but you must see what can happen to human beings. Just small things wrong, that's all. They didn't commit any great crime. They were just every day creating little acid in their stomach. See where it's gotten them. If you handle everything right, still, you know, the damn tick may get into you and cause problems, who knows? Yes, you handle everything right, doesn't matter. You got into an airplane, you're thinking they're all people, but the swine flu got into you. Somebody's a swine there, you don't know. If you do everything right, still there are a million problems, isn't it so? So there is a defense mechanism in our system. Are we keeping it well? Are we bombarding it with all kinds of stimulants, intoxicants, everything, and then we're expecting our defense mechanism to work? It won't work like that. We must understand every stimulant and every intoxicant we consume in some way dents our defense mechanism. People think defense mechanism is only for external infections. No. Even to contain the internal criminals in the body, the defense mechanism works. So a simple thing is, you know, in the yogic system, this is a simple logic. These cancerous cells in our body, they consume usually about 27 to 28 times of food than the normal cells. So, if you space out your meal, an ideal spacing between one meal and the next in the yogic culture is 8 to 12 hours. If you space out 8 hours meals, you will see the cancerous cells will all die by themselves because they cannot survive without food. Other cells will survive. So always we fixed it, morning one meal, evening one meal, no in-between eating. And once in a way, every month, twice a month or once a month, people are practicing one full day, no food. These are simple ways to control this. Apart from that, there are various other things. When I say cancerous cells, every one of our bodies has cancerous cells, but they're disorganized, they're all over the place. For some reason, if you create certain situations in the body, they will get organized. So, from petty crime to organized crime, serious problem, isn't it? There are petty criminals everywhere, in every town. Here and there, they'll do little pickpocket, this, that, no problem. But if 50 of them get organized in Coimbatore city, then suddenly the whole atmosphere in the city will change because these 50 guys together can do such things that it'll become dangerous for you to step on the street. So that's all is happening in the body. There are cancerous cells, these are criminal cells. They're running around. If they're loafing around by themselves, no problem. If they all gather in one place, if they meet in one place and they hit it off, then it's a problem. So, if the law enforcement is good, they see this, initially a criminal is happy picking somebody's pocket. Every day picking pocket, when two of them meet, they will dream of burgling a house. When five of them meet, they'll dream of robbing a bank. That's how it is. So, if the law enforcement is conscious and active, they will make sure here and there they'll pick up one guy and throw him in. They'll do something, so that they never gather in enough numbers to become a major problem. So the same thing with the body. Before they gang up, if you keep breaking them up here and there, killing a few guys, every day Neem just does that. It just reduces, it keeps the number of cancerous cells in the body within a certain percentage where it doesn't really gang up against the system. So it's a very important thing to consume Neem. Only thing about Neem is if you consume it in excess quantity, it also kills the sperm cells. That is, we will have the fortune of a reduced population if everybody in the world consumes enough Neem. Because it's a spermicide, it must be consumed in small quantities because it's not for us to decide what should happen to an individual. And women, when they are pregnant, up to 4 months of pregnancy, or to be safe, up to 5 months of pregnancy, one should not consume Neem because it is a spermicide. When the fetus is developing, the role of the sperm is still there to a certain point. 4 months is what is prescribed. I'm saying 5 months. One can start after 5 months.
Why fight it when we can prevent it? Prevention is always better than a cure. Take enough care of your body, as it is the last line of defense, and no amount of money can save you once it is breached. If you are new to our channel, here's a video that might interest you. And tell us what you would like to know more about in the comments section. Do not forget to hit the like button on your way to the next video. Thank you for watching and subscribe to our channel for more. See you in another path-breaking video.